According to the Daily Mail, Manchester United will listen to offers for up to 13 players this summer in the hope of raising as much as £100 million for new signings. Mail Sport can reveal what United will demand for stars like Jadon Sancho, Harry Maguire, and Anthony Martial to give manager Erik Ten Hag more spending power in the transfer market. Ten Hag's budget has been cut to around £120 million due to financial fair play restrictions as he looks to sign a midfielder, a striker, and a goalkeeper. It is one of the reasons why United are refusing to bow to Chelsea's £65 million demand for Mason Mount in a bid to save as much money as possible for their other targets. The search for a striker has been hampered by the valuations put on Tottenham's Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen of Napoli, and Atalanta's Rasmus Højlund. United have also held talks with Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana, who would cost in the region of £40 million. The club hope that selling some of the current squad will raise at least £50 million and possibly even £100 million to reinvest, although sources within the football industry have dismissed any suggestion of a fire sale, and it's understood there is no prospect of all 13 of the available United players leaving. In the case of Sancho, Martial, Maguire, and Scott McTominay, it's understood that none of them are being forced out of Old Trafford, and United are happy to let them stay and fight for their places. If any one of the four departs, it would leave a gap in the squad that needs filling before the start of the new season. United would listen to offers in the region of £45 million for Sancho, who has struggled to make the impact expected of him since arriving from Borussia Dortmund for £73 million 2 years ago. Maguire cost £80 million from Leicester in 2019, but will be allowed to leave if a £40 million offer comes in. Although the United captain made just 8 Premier League starts last season after slipping down the pecking order of centre-backs under Ten Hag, he remains an England regular. Martial flourished under Ten Hag initially after a spell on loan at Sevilla, but a spate of injuries limited his availability last season. McTominay is particularly highly valued at United, having come through the youth system, but his opportunities have been limited by the arrival of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen last summer, and the club would be sympathetic if he wants a fresh start. The Scotland midfielder was a target for Newcastle in January, and United would ask in the region of £40 million to sell him. Goalkeeper Dean Henderson is another who falls into the category of players United will sell at the right price. Henderson has been lined up for a permanent move to Nottingham Forest worth £15 million plus add-ons if David De Gea signs a new contract, but De Gea's future is more uncertain than ever, with just a few days to go before his current deal comes to an end. Henderson would be an option to replace him, but United want to sign a new goalkeeper, and Onana is highly rated by Ten Hag after playing for the Dutchman at Ajax. The remaining 8 players are up for sale, with United actively looking to find them new clubs, although some could end up leaving on loan or even free transfers. It's understood that a £20 million price tag has been put on midfielders Fred and Donny van der Beek and Sweden striker Anthony Elanga. Fred is the subject of interest from Fulham, while a number of German clubs are tracking Elanga. Defenders Alex Telles and Erik Bailly, who both spent last season out on loan, can go for £10 million and £2 million, with Brandon Williams valued at around £5 million. Tunisia midfielder Hannibal Mejbri would cost £13 million, and United have already agreed to sell Zidane Iqbal to Utrecht for £850,000 plus significant add-ons.